Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Now, time right now is 1:48. It's 18th April 2020. I didn't think I would make this video. It's always these unplanned videos that really, I don't know, they either seem to be really profound or really earth-shattering stuff. I don't know what it is. It's these unplanned videos that I get to hear the most shocking stuff. So the stuff I'm going to share with you today is going to be the same impactful, shocking stuff that I shared with you. Remember when I gave the announcement that there's going to be a lockdown? That time I put the heading as a military lockdown because it was that was being discussed that they're going to take it to that extreme, but then it didn't go to military lockdown. It went to a lockdown, and quite a number of people were pissed off with me. They said this is bullshit news, and I'm just giving fake news. And in the end, there was a lockdown, and people are impacted. A lot of people are impacted. In fact, even my critics have stopped criticizing me because they've realized that this lockdown is impacting everyone. Fortunately, it's not as bad as some other countries where you cannot just go out, but it's pretty bad. And in this video, I'm going to share with you something that is very important, very shocking, and I think it'll impact not only expats, it'll impact the country if they don't take action. So I've written a few points. I'll just read out whatever there is, and you just put your comments down below, okay? I normally don't ask, but yeah, before I do start, I normally don't ask people to share a video. If you want to share, you can share. But this video, I would say, if you can share, please do share, okay? Because not for views, but rather for I think it'll help, not only help UAE, it'll help a lot of families, a lot of good people. And I'll tell you why. So let me just read out my thoughts. And remember, this was a not planned video. I didn't plan this. It's just, I'm going with the flow. So the first one I want to tell you is, that resume of that guy who I put, in my previous video where I showed the funny brochure, which he made, the funny graphics. I was very surprised that that guy wrote to me. I thought he would abuse me. But to my surprise, the guy sends me a nice email. He said, I'm sorry for that previous resume. And, he apologized and he sent me a new resume. And I was really pleased. I'll tell you, really nothing but respect to the guy that he took the criticism in a nice way and he changed his resume. In fact, since he's such a good sport, I might actually see what I can do for him. I'm not promising, but I'll try. I have nothing. See, I don't, I'm not a bad guy, and it's not that I'm trying to have fun on other people's expense. But when something is stupid, it is stupid. But I do want him to succeed. It's not that I don't want him to succeed. So the guy knows who I'm speaking about. I just want to tell you, I really appreciate and I have a lot of respect for you. I'll see what I can do. I'm not promising you, but I'll see what I can do for you. Okay? The next one. This came as a surprise. You maybe you'll not believe this, but I've started to get Emirati people as my friends. Seriously, I've started to get Emirati people as my friends, and actually UAE Emirati people, they are talking to me. They are, being my friends, and I had a nice conversation yesterday with, I think, three of them. One was a long chat. The other one was actually, he paid money and then he had a call. I was like, he didn't tell me he's local. He just told me, how are you? And I just want to talk to you. And, he kind of sees my videos with my daughter. He told me he has a daughter and kind of relates to them. So I really appreciate. So, and the third one, well, he just shared with me some really amazing thoughts, which I'll make another video. So Emiratis are reaching out. So I'm surprised. I thought they wouldn't like me very much. I know that some don't, but this guy was cool, pretty cool. Also, I just want to make this, since I'm making this disclaimer, I've been talking about BJP and Modi, which is not my style of doing things, but some of my posts have been about Modi. So I just want to make a very important disclaimer here. I do not hate Modi, okay? I don't hate Modi. I don't hate the BJPs. I don't hate Hindus. Personally speaking, I think Narendra Modi, is the most charismatic leader that India has had in a very long time. In fact, if you ask yourselves, if not Modi, who else? I don't see Rahul Gandhi as a leader. I don't see anybody else as a leader. So Modi is actually India's best choice. And yes, he's not perfect, but I think he's really good. So I don't hate him, but there are some things, some issues which I think show like it's like you have this brand new iPhone and you have that scratch in the middle of the phone, so it's glaring. So he, being a Hindu, he supports Hindus more. I understand his bias towards Muslims, but then again, he doesn't seem to support Indian Muslims very much. But then he goes to all these Arab countries where Islamic is very strict, and he goes, hugs them. He has hugged Mohammed bin Salman. He has been, that infamous photograph of him hugging MBZ. They're hugging like they're lovers. I mean, the guy loves to hug people who are rich and powerful. So I get it. I understand he's a politician. I'm not saying he's bad. But I want you to know that I don't hate him. It's just that some of his policies, which are pro-Hindu, I just think you need to be fair, okay? But then again, like I told you, I don't hate him, and I think he is the best leader India could have. I just wish he would do things a little better. The only complaint that I have is the lockdown for the poor people. How will they survive? And now this differentiation between Hindus getting special treatment, Muslims getting separate treatment. Why? Stop all that. So I just wanted to bring this out. The other thing which I wanted to tell you is, you remember this Emirates Airlines? I put up this video where I spoke about the cabin crew sex video and some of them having fun and all that. Just now, today, I got two guys try to get in touch with me and send me the message. I'll share with you the screenshot if I can here, but I'll censor his number. The guy wanted the number, the contact details of the Emirates cabin crew. So what I did is I gave that guy the number of Dubai police. And then he approached me again and he said that he wants to, he wants the contact details of these cabin crew. No, I'm sorry. Even if it's my enemy, I would not do that. I'm very, I value my integrity, I value my respect, and I also understand this cabin crew. Okay, see, they might be mischievous, they might be a little crazy, but they're not evil people. And I'm not going to try to destroy anyone's life. They are not bad people. They also have a job just like us. I have not been a saint. You have not been a saint. They have also not been a saint. So some of them do stupid things, and already some of them have already been punished because of what they did. So I'm not going to start giving out their details. And just so that you know, all the videos, all the messages, all the numbers, everything that I get, I delete it. I don't keep a single thing. Okay, so I just wanted to be clear about this. Another one which I wanted to tell you is, please, for those people who are sharing porn, who are sharing adult stuff, who are sharing sexual images, or who are sharing anything that is against the law, please, especially if you're traveling, delete it from your phone. Don't store it in your phone. If you get stopped by a police, if you get stopped by a CID, if you get stopped by anyone from the law, and they take your phone, your device from you, and they check, and they find these banned images, or they find this stuff, you're going to get into serious trouble. just today I had in my group somebody just unknowingly, the guy from India, he just forwarded a video of a small baby, but they have photoshopped a penis, made it really large. They wanted to kind of make it like a joke. But that's a joke in a very poor taste. It's a small child, it's a small baby. And then there was this TikTok videos, TikTok, they do all stupid stuff. There's this Indian guy singing, and he is talking about singing about ringing the bell, something in a Hindi song. And then as he's singing, a small boy comes and shows his penis and he's flicking that to show he's ringing the bell. This is not funny, and this is not, I don't think it's humorous. I don't think having a small underage child showing their genitals is funny. I'm sorry, but I'm not so open-minded, as you can call it, that I find this funny. And for those people who are doing this with their children or with other children, shame on you. And please, if you are forwarding such images or you're keeping such images and somebody takes a screenshot of you doing it or they complain, please, you will be in trouble, especially if you are in a country where these such acts are considered illegal. So please be careful. I'm telling you, please be careful. So don't store anything on your hard disk. Don't store anything in your phone or your device. And if you have just shared it and done it, one guy sent me a message just now. He was saying, Loy, should I destroy my phone? No, you don't need to destroy your phone. You don't need to buy a new phone. Just delete the messages, delete the videos. Don't store it. Okay. And especially those of you who are part of a group, just make sure you change the settings so that every video or photograph that you receive is not automatically saved. I never save anything, okay, just to let you know. Then the other thing which I want to tell you is a young girl, she called me, she booked my services. The problem is her employer is asking her for sexual favors for her to get a salary and for her to get her visa thing sorted out. So I told her that is not right. I told her what you need to do is you need to take a screenshot of the conversation and go to the police and ask for protection. Try to understand, even though UAE is not perfect, but UAE is better than most other countries. UAE, don't look at it as he's Arab, he's Muslim. He's a human being just like you. If you go to I'll tell you one thing. In all the years that I've been in UAE, I've never had any problems with the police. There was just this one guy who didn't like me because of my tattoos. But all the Dubai police, they are very, very nice individuals. Very nice. If you talk to them nicely, they're very good people. So please don't look at them as, oh, he's Muslim, he's Arab. They're nice people. You can go to them. If someone is blackmailing you to have sex with them for your visa or for your salary, that is a crime. Please go and report to the police. Okay. I also got some messages from poor people, Indians, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans. Some of them were showing their injuries that they got at work. They showed the photographs. One guy showed photographs of his knees that he fell down, and they're not being paid salaries. I've told all of them one simple thing. Please go to your consulate, go in a group, go to your consulate, go to your embassy, use social media, use Twitter, use Facebook, and tell them, highlight your problem, tell them, please, either give me my salary or let me go back home. And today in the social media world, which is interconnected, somebody will pick it up. You can hashtag Reuters, you can hashtag Daily Mail online, you can hashtag the Indian government, you can hashtag everyone. Ask everyone to share it with everyone. Your situation will be highlighted. But remember this, right now, India has made it very clear, the Supreme Court, that they cannot take the people back. So just keep that in mind. But please, nobody can force you into having sex with them just for your salary, unless, of course, you want to do it. Okay, then it's a different thing. I also got one other client who spoke to me about suicide. Suicide is not the answer. We go through challenging times. Please ask for help. Speak to somebody. Sometimes life is very difficult and it may look impossible, but approach somebody out there. There is always somebody who will be there to help you. So I just want to get this message out. Also, in terms of the lockdown, I posted the video that the lockdown may, extend for 3 more months. And at the same time, there were other people who are saying by next week the shopping malls will be open, business will be normal. I don't think so, because challenge is, what if someone has the virus and you go into a shopping mall or you go into a crowded place and somebody else can get infected? I don't think that they're going to open. But if they do, which I highly doubt, I wouldn't recommend anyone to go out. Okay. And I don't see any point of opening up, because everyone's going to be shit scared. Who's going to take the risk of going shopping? Even me, even though we can go out, I don't go out. My wife doesn't go out. My kid doesn't go out. So I don't know how many of you would want to risk that. But one guy, since he asked me, will they open by next week? I don't think they'll open by next week. But then again, if you believe they'll open by next week, fine. Okay. It's your risk. It's your life. It's your health. So that's what I would say. Yes. The one last thing. Okay. This was the important thing that I wanted to share with you. Now, for some reason, this whole month, I've been getting lots of messages from people who are in jail. Okay. And the people who have been asking me, who are in jail, they are not criminals. They're not people who murdered someone, did drugs, all that. These are people who have been put in jail for a bounce check, or for, unable to pay the money, or the bank suddenly just turned their back around and said, listen, we give a loan, pay it all back. So the number of people who have been approaching me in terms of having problems and being put to jail is quite huge. Now, I'll tell you what the problem is. Now, before UAE could afford to put people in jail and say, I don't give a fuck, you be there. But today, if they put anyone in jail, the chances of the virus spreading is very high. This screenshot, I want you to look at the screenshot. Okay, worldwide prisoners released. 13 March, Bahrain released 100 prisoners. 20th March, Turkey passed law, released 100,000 prisoners. 25th March, Ethiopia, 4,011. 25th March, UK released 2,305 prisoners. 22nd March till 26th March, USA released 6,000 prisoners. 26th March, Afghan released 10,000 prisoners. 31st March, Tunisia, 1,420. 31st March, Libya, 466. 20th March, Delhi, India, started to release on bail. 31st March, California, 3,500 prisoners. 31st March, New York, 1,500 prisoners. 17th March, Iran, 85,000 prisoners. 5th April, 5,654 from Morocco Central Jail. 5th April, 5,000 from Algeria prison. 8th April, Saudi releases in-debt prisoners who have not paid for loans. And 8th April, Oman releases 599 prisoners. Now, every country is releasing its prisoners because the more people you have in the prison, the bigger the chance of the virus spreading. And if these people get sick, they will die. UAE has yet to release prisoners. And I don't understand why they're not releasing. So this video is more like a request to the UAE government. If any Emirati, any UAE local, any UAE government person is watching this, my request to you is, please release those prisoners. And I'll tell you why. I'm not asking you to release the criminals, these people who do drugs and bad things. I'm asking you to release the majority. And the majority are people who have not been able to pay their loans, who have taken credit cards, who have taken, who have gone into financial debt because of the market conditions. And now, because of the downturn, the virus, many more people will be in bad debt. And a country, remember this, a country succeeds when there are high net worth individuals, HNI, the people who are rich. If people who are rich are in a country, that value of the country is more. Why? Because these rich people will have the money to create new businesses. That in turn creates new jobs. That in turn helps the economy run. But if you have rich people are put in jail because they are unable to pay their big debts, how will they pay their loan, number one? How will they pay the banks if they are in jail? How will they run the business if they can't get out? So my request to the UAE government is, please let the prisoners go. Please let the prisoners out. Yes, there are solutions. You can put a bracelet, you can put an ankle bracelet, you can put a tracking device, you can make sure that they don't go away, you can take their family's passports or whatever. You can, there are so many ways to go about. But please don't keep them in the prison, because the more you keep them in the prison, the more the chances of this virus spreading. And it will in turn harm the country. How can a businessman run a business or get back on his feet or redeem himself if you put him in jail? How can in fact, this is, I think, the third or fourth letter that I received from a guy who has been put in jail, who is a successful businessman who has been put in jail. I mean, how how do you expect him to repay his debts? So it'll go bad debts. And who does the bad debts impact? It impacts the country, it impacts the bank, it impacts insurance people, it impacts people. In fact, just look at the way things have been moving in UAE. Nobody thought B.R. Shetty, the most powerful individual, the most powerful Indian apart from Yusuf Ali, whom Sheikh Zayed put his hand on his head and blessed him, who was considered like an Emirati. He was so powerful that that's how he took the 6.6 billion. If he can go down under, then who else is spared? During this coronavirus, many people's health will go bad because of the stress. Many people will lose their businesses. Many restaurants will close down. Many retail outlets will close down. Many people will not have their salaries. Many people will suffer. My request to the UAE government, please, I'm very sure one of you is watching my video. I'm requesting you, let those people out of jail be with their families. Let them work hard to contribute to the economy, to revive their business and to succeed. If they succeed, you succeed. If they succeed, they will be able to pay the banks. They'll be able to pay your debts. They'll be able to pay the fines. You start arresting people left, right, and center and just put them in the prison. How will they work? Every great human being, whether it's Elon Musk, whether it's Steve Jobs, whether it's whomsoever, everyone has gone through ups and downs. Everyone has failed. Sheikh Mohammed himself went into debt. He went into debt when the housing market crashed, when there was a mortgage crisis. He spread himself too thin. Dubai Metro, Palm Island 1, 2, 3, the properties, everything crashed. If we put the same law of UAE on Sheikh Mohammed, he would have been in jail. So, but because he was not in jail, because Abu Dhabi was there to help him, he redeemed himself. And now again he faces a challenge. So if we have that rule for, people to succeed, why don't you do the same for the expats? See, many people think I hate UAE. I don't hate UAE. UAE is my home. I consider UAE my home because I was raised there. I studied in Sergeant in school. I spent my childhood there. I know friends. I know family. I don't want UAE to fail. I want UAE to succeed. In fact, even though I have an Indian passport, I don't know much about India. I know everything about UAE. 40 years of my life I spent in UAE. UAE is like my motherland. Sharjah is a place where I grew up. I have friends, I have family. I have so many memories there. All the expatriates who have left UAE, we left with a very heavy heart. When I left UAE airport, my heart I was choked. I was feeling so depressed. I was feeling so lost. It was like I left home. I left my mother, my father. I still remember that day when I had to leave UAE for the last day of my life. I was very sad. It was very hurtful. It was a memory that I would never forget because I knew that I can never come back to UAE. Even now, I can't come back to UAE because of all my videos and everything else. I'm a wanted guy in Dubai because I post all these videos. So it was very sad for me to say goodbye to UAE. I still watch the videos of people driving and, they take videos when they're driving. I watch those videos and it just brings joy to my heart to see. I can only see. It's like watching a small baby grow up, So I can never go back to UAE. My memories are there. I don't want UAE to fail. I want UAE to succeed. So I'm requesting, if Sheikh Mohammed himself, such a great man, such a great visionary, he could make a mistake and lose almost all his money and then bounce back because he was given a chance. Every expatriate who's in debt deserves that same chance to work, to earn money, to support themselves, to support their family. And this in turn will bless the country. It will help the country grow. The people who are in jail, for not payment of checks, for their bad business decisions. They've not cheated anyone. They are there because they made one small critical judgment, a mistake, expecting that the market would grow, so they expanded. Please, my request to the UAE government, please, 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 let those people in jail for bad debts, for checks, for unpaid whatever, let them go out. Put an ankle, put a brace, an ankle on their neck, on their hand, on their wherever, but let them be with their families. Let them work in their companies, respective companies. Let them work to earn the money and pay you back. That is much more better for them to work than for them to be in jail doing nothing. They are sitting in four walls doing nothing, and they're waiting for this virus to kill them. They have families, they have children, they have spouses. Please, I'm requesting you, if not for them, for the sake of the country, for the sake of each and every person, let them go. Every country is releasing its prisoners. I'm not asking you to release drug addicts, criminals, underworld people. I'm asking you to release only those business people who are good human beings, who are good people, who have a family, who have a mother, a father, brother, sister. You say this is the year of tolerance. Now it's the chance to prove it. And I'll tell you, their loyalty, their love for you will never die. UAE was my home for 40 years. I want to see UAE succeed. Yes, I speak about the bad stuff, and because you can't do it when you're in UAE. But for me, I want UAE to succeed. I want the leaders to be there, to continue. I want Sheikh Mohammed to live another 100 years, whatever. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. But please, please understand what I'm trying to say. UAE will succeed if the majority population, that is the expats, if they succeed, if they remain in UAE. But if you start making people scared and they run away, you will have only useless people staying there who don't know what to do. But the visionaries, the people with high incomes, they will think better to leave this country and go. Please don't do that. I request you, I request the UAE government, I request to anyone who is listening, these prisoners who are there, they, each and every person extra in your prison can spread the virus. Please let these people who have financial challenges, let them go. Let them be with their families. Let them plan out how to pay you back, how to generate income, how to get back on their feet, so that it'll bless them, it'll bless their family, it'll bless their children, their spouses, it'll bless their life. They'll make a comeback, and that in turn will bless the country. That's all I have to say with this video. I request you, please consider this request. And if any one of you finds this video to have any sincerity in my message, I request you to please share it. If not on Facebook, you can share it as a private message. Ask people to see it, ask people to share it. I only request UAE, please free the UAE prisoners, especially the expats, especially even if Emiratis or whoever, free them. Free them so they can go back to their work, they can work hard, pay off people, whatever they owe, start their life all over again, and contribute to the country that gave them the opportunity to grow. That's all I have to say. I hope this message goes to the rulers. I hope it goes to the decision makers. And genuinely and sincerely, I hope UAE succeeds. This is all I have to say with my video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is me signing off. Take care.